We are officially 1/6 through my snapback. And I hope you're joining along with me. I think it's super fun. Today we've got a classic co-crash etude, which is etude number 12, the Allegro Moderato. So things that I want to focus on here, I have a tendency, so obviously this isn't a new exercise for me. We did them in college. Basically all I did in college was co-crash. And what I know are notoriously a challenge for me with this exercise is I have a tendency to kind of skimp on the first notes, those pickups. Dum dee dum dum dum. That part. Or dum dee dum 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 dee dum dum dum. All of those little D's. And actually, there are typically D's in this piece, and D's have a little bit of a hard... That's a notoriously bad note for me. It might be for other people, I don't know. But for me, D's, I've had horns where they're like, this is a Kane D, but I was playing on a Rico Kuhn before, and my D was really freakishly sharp. Like there was something wrong with the instrument. And I got a new lead pipe and all that, and it kind of fixed it, but still not so much. And then this horn is like generally a little flat, but sometimes really sharp, because also I've had the slides cut, so the intonation can be a little wonky. So anyway, all of that to say that my D's are a little wonky. So that's something that I need to take special care with my ears to make sure that that's right. So I'm going to try to sing a D first, because, you know, I always try to do that. So, oh, see, my singing note was off, so when I even went to play it, it was wrong. Da, da, da. I was a whole step away? Da, 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 da. Yeah, whole step. So that was not my best singing. I maybe could have taken a little bit more time to really think it through, but I just gave it my best shot. Da. Okay, so then I'm going to sing the first phrase. Dum dee dum 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 dee dum 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 dee dum 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 dee dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 dum. Ah, that was pretty good. It wasn't great all the way through there. I could hear some notes that were out of tune, but I landed on the note that I was intending to, and that was really exciting. Okay, then the other thing that I want to think about too is making sure that nothing's stagnant. I'm not just playing dum dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da da da. I want there to be some music in there, right? That was kind of crazy. I just heard myself back, and that was really funny. Okay, so I want air to fluctuate, right? Because I want to make different phrases. Yeah, pretty good. Oh, let me float a tongue. Dum 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 dee dum 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 dum. All right. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum, dee dum 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 dum. Ah, mistake. Let's try it again. Okay, so I was trying to phrase that a little bit, but actually, technically what's written there is forte all the way to the end of that, so I'm going to try it again. Alright, so that was technically a little more, right? Something that I need to work on, and I can feel it and hear it, I'm sure it comes through on the camera, is that I rush my slurs a little bit, and I'm a little slow on my staccato notes in comparison, so that would be something that I need to work on, is evening out that rhythm and still maintaining musicality, because sometimes I'm feeling it and pushing it that way on purpose, but it's not technically correct. So I would like, and I also don't want it happening when I'm not intending for it to happen, if that makes sense. Dum dee dee dum dum dum. Oh wait. Yeah, that was right. Dee dee dum dum da dum 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 dee dum 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 dee dum 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 dee dum 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 da dum 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 dee dum 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 da dum dum dum. Is there enough sharp in this? Yeah, there is. So let me try that again. I was not exactly sure on all of my notes, and they kind of sang out of tune. So if I were to put that in my instrument, it might get a little more in tune just because of the way the horn is. But it also might mean that I'm playing on a set out of center, and I want to play in center all the time. Hum dum dum da dum dum dum. No. Hum dum dum. Hum dum dum da dum 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 dee dum 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 dee. Oh my gracious, this is getting hard. Okay. All those accidentals for my singing voice, I need to be more clear. That's a half step right there, from D to C sharp, so I have to sing that. D ha da da, D ha da 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 ha da da, D ha da 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 da, D ha da 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 da, D ha da da D ha da da. Da 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 da. Okay, so you see how I had to slow that down? I really needed to slow it down in order to hear it in my ears. So I need to play it that slowly on my instrument because I'm just not ready to play it that fast. Super accurately and like in center, if that makes sense. I might be able to butcher it and it be all wonky and on a center, but I want it to be perfect. Then, I don't know if you've noticed, but I also, when I finger through stuff, like sometimes it's easier for me to do it on the right hand. Is anyone else like that? I'm kind of weird like that, but when I finger through stuff, it's always on my right. So here we go. I wasn't happy with that G. It was a little pinched off. So I'm just trying to taste where that note is. Dum dee hum dum dum dee hum dum 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 dum. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so then, sorry, I had thoughts going on, but I was also going to go on at the same time. Sometimes it's hard when I just want to talk a lot. But I played the A with an open fingering, so I like to go through and do this section both ways because I want to be able to reliably hit an A on 1 and 2. It gives it a little bit of a brighter sound, sometimes a little sharp, but I like the brilliance of it sometimes. It's for a specific tone color. And then I also want a really reliable open A. So I like to practice it both ways. So this way I'm going to do open. Oh, didn't hear that note in my head. Okay, so my A once again was a little pinched off. So I'm noticing that my upper register still is not back to where it needs to be, but that is fine because the only way through it is to just do it. Am I right? Am I right? Okay, so now I'm going to try it with the 1 and 2 for the A. Sometimes I like that better, but it can be a little sharp. Which one did you like better? I'd try it again with a finger 3. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Oh, that was hard on my fingers. Oh, so flat on my horn. But I'm trying to get my ear to pitch it up to where I want it to be. Looked at the camera for 1 second and forgot to let my thumb go. Hot mess. Anyway, this is what I would be doing on this. So once again, things that I need to focus on with this excerpt or this etude in general is not making sure that I am not rushing any of my slurs just for the sake of it's on my fingers, and not slowing down any of my staccato notes. Making sure that my pitch in my ears is absolutely spot on and perfect. Making sure that I'm centering each and every note because I am hearing each and every note. And then I just like to play with the different fingerings on A. Eventually, when my high register is better, that becomes a little bit easier. So give this a try. Oh, then also I would also go through and make sure that everything is rock solid in terms of tempo. I might use a metronome. Make sure that every passage. I was fluctuating in this exercise here just to facilitate getting the correct pitches at the speed that my ear is hearing it. So I was doing that intentionally. I do want to make sure that I can then speed it up so that every single thing I can hear in my ears at the correct tempo. So that would be the other thing that I would work on. And then let's throw it in different keys, like D and C, like it says to. That's probably what I'll do later today. All right, see you tomorrow.